Welcome to another exciting season of Bulldog Blitz, the 10th season of Bulldog Blitz. Tonight, Mississippi Gulf Coast defeated Itawamba 42-41 in an exciting game that saw the Indians with 7 chances inside the 4-yard line in the final 40 seconds. The Bulldogs defense held on, stopped a 2-point conversion, and clinched the victory. Exciting work from Torrance Gibson and Deandre Torrey, piled up some big offensive numbers. Later on in the show, we'll interview Torrance Gibson and do a profile on him, and you'll get to learn more about him and growing up playing football. And finally, in tonight's show, women's soccer coach Jackie Rhodes will talk to us about her team and what looks to be a promising season for the Lady Bulldogs. Stick around. We're here with head coach Chad Huff. Chad, phenomenal game tonight. Offense was good, and the defense held up their end right there at the end of the game.
Team win. That's all I can say. It was a total team win. Proud of the way these guys never gave up. Obviously, there's a lot of things that as a coach looking at, wish wouldn't have happened, but it did. And I tell you what, this football team showed some character tonight. Had a lot of young guys playing for the first time, playing a first college football game. And what I was proud of more than anything, and I told these guys going into the game, is we'll minimize our mistakes, don't turn the football over, and create some turnovers. Make the fewest mistakes, we'll have a chance to win this football game. We did that. We did not turn the ball over, which is awesome. We did a great job taking care of the football, and a lot of parties involved there, from the O-line to the quarterback handling it, the receivers taking care of it, running backs taking care of it. That's a team effort there. And then defensively, man, wow, you created 2 big turnovers, blocked a field goal. They're early, backs against the wall a lot of times a night, and they responded. So, a lot of things to build on off this. We'll get so much better from watching this tape. But a W's a W. Take it any way we can get it, whether it's 3-2, 40-2, or 42-41. Years from now, W will take it. So we're excited where we are tonight right now, and look forward to moving forward and getting better from this game tonight.
Been a lot of people talking about Torrance Gibson since he came here, and tonight everybody got to see what kind of player he is. He had 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. Is that what you expect from him?
Yeah, I told you, Torrance, I thought, did a great job tonight of managing the offense, playing with it himself. Got obviously there early, had some opportunities there for some connections down the field that we missed on, but we stayed positive with each other. I thought the offensive line did a great job of protecting tonight. But Torrance did a great job of making some plays when things kind of. He didn't try to force anything, try to do things, make it be superhero. He just did a good job of playing within himself, playing within the offense. Thought Coach Phillips, Coach George, Coach Tate, and those guys did a great job of communicating there early and making some adjustments. And I think reeled off there, 3 or 4 touchdowns unanswered, and or at least 3 there, and had a chance to pull it away there. I know coming back to the second half, going down and scoring on that after coming out of the first half, going back out there. And, there was a lot of things we executed well on, so a lot of things we got to improve at. But overall, I thought Torrance did a good job of manufacturing and taking what was there. And I'm real proud of him in his first performance here at Gulf Coast.
I saw some smart things from him when y'all were milking the clock late. I saw him scramble out to the left and slide, get down instead of going out of bounds. He also got a lot of help tonight from Deandre Torrey. He had 189 yards and just 4 touchdowns, so that's a good night for him.
Yeah. I tell you, Deandre, had a great game tonight. He's been working. All those backs have been working hard. We got got some good running backs in Deandre, as well as Avery and Antoine and Javoris Walker and those guys, Damian Johnson. But real pleased with those guys that stepped up. And I tell you what he did is took care of that football and made some really hard runs after contact and ran with his eyes. And I thought the offensive line did a great job of control of the line of scrimmage there early for him. But real proud of Deandre and proud of the offensive line and the backs, the way they came out tonight and created some explosive plays, and that's what you got to do, and obviously take care of the football.
DeAndre showed he was really shifty in the holes and was able to make people miss in really tight spaces. We'll go towards the end of the game now. Got to be a little bit of a nail-biter down, up a touchdown. Itawamba drives down, and they wind up with 7 plays in the last 40 seconds inside the 4-yard line. Score in the last play of regulation. The 7th play was a 2-point conversion attempt. What was that like for you as a coach?
The longest 40 seconds and the longest 7 plays I've ever been a part of in football. But, yeah, no, I tell you, that's football. You know, it's a game. It's life. You know, we were put in an adverse situation tonight. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's so small between winning and losing right there. I mean, just an inch here or there, you know, and I was proud that we came out on top and did a great job. I think defensive line getting a rush on Ellington there and making him rush and move out of the pocket, making his eyes move, and did a great job there for covering the receivers and making that play there at the end. And, you know, it's a great win, great team win, and excited that we can move on from here and get better from it.
I know you talk about the 24-hour rule. You get it 24 hours to celebrate, but in 7 days, be headed up to Scuba. And what do you expect on that trip?
Yeah, I tell you, we're going. Obviously, it's the big game, biggest game of the season because it's our next opponent and our next football game. You know, what we got to do is control what we can control, and that's ourselves. Obviously, 24-hour rule, and I want us to do that. Enjoy this win. We need to. Guys played hard tonight, and a lot of people sacrificed and fought through some adverse and tough situations where they're tired and they're hurting and they got to go. And that's a sign of a really good football team that fought through that. But obviously, looking ahead, we've got to get better on make this football team as good as it can possibly get between now and Thursday. Headed to obviously a really talented Scuba East Mississippi football team, and looking forward to getting there and making next step tomorrow, seeing how much better we can get.
I always talk about it, the biggest improvement in the season, week 1 to week 2. So you got some things to clean up. You know what to clean up, and it's got to be encouraging for you.
Yeah, it is. It's always a lot easier to get better off a win, for sure. And that is the truth. You know, a lot of the teams, or most teams, see their biggest improvements from game 1 to game 2. Really clean up and get that first game out of the way, move on to that second game. And, you know, we got to continue to stay focused on our vision, where we want to go and where we want to be. But tonight was a step forward in the right direction. We'll continue to improve and continue to build on this. And real proud of this football team and excited for them. And they've worked hard for it. So we just got to continue to do that.
Congratulations, Chad.
Thank you, Don.
Here with quarterback Torrance Gibson, big night guy from Miami. What was it like? It's been a couple of years since you've been on the field. What was it like being back out there?
It was great, man. You know, I missed it, man. 2 years was too long, man, so it was good to be back.
What did you see out there, particularly in the first half? I think you had about 150 yards in the first half rushing. What was working for y'all in the first half?
I mean, they were going a lot of man, zero. So when I seen a seam, I took it, the corners, backs would turn. So my coach always stressed to me when they'll go man, just take it and run.
You were, I think, fans that got to watch you tonight saw you're elusive, both running away from people and also getting out of the grasp of people. Where does that strength kind of come from for you?
Well, God has blessed me with the ability to run, and I'm just thankful for that. I think that's one of my strengths, just getting out of the pocket, extending the play, and just using it to the best of my ability.
You and Deandre were a good 1-2 punch tonight. What did you see when you saw him running away from you in those little holes?
He's real short. They can't see him when he's behind the line, so that's an advantage for us. So, but he played one hell of a game, and my hat's off to him.
Itawamba had 7 plays inside the 4-yard line in the final 40 seconds. Yeah. What was that like watching that?
Whew. Man, it was exciting, but I was a little nervous, but I knew my defense were going to come out. We got a great defense, great staff, but I know we had a great game plan going in.
What does this win mean for you guys going forward now?
It means a lot. You know, the first win is always a tough win. You know, we had a lot of mistakes, you know, but it's all good. We're going to get them fixed tomorrow and just get ready for East Mississippi.
What do you know about East Mississippi?
Excuse me?
What do you know about East Mississippi?
Netflix. That's it. That's all I know.
Well, you'll have an adventure going up to Scuba next week. We look forward to seeing you out there. Congratulations. Great game.
Thank you.
We're here with running back Deandre Torrey. Had a big night, guy from Gaucher. What was working for y'all tonight, especially in the first half?
We ran a play called Georgia Right a couple times. The O-line blocked pretty good. We saw it upstairs, and it worked.
You got a lot of quickness in the hole. It looks like you're able to get really shifty in small spaces. How do you kind of work on doing that?
I do a lot of ladder drills, and I run sprints a lot. Help me with my footwork.
How did the whole offense play together tonight to help each other out?
We played good. Receivers made plays, quarterback scrambling out, so that opened up the hole for me.
What's it like watching Torrance run?
It's great. It's like I don't think nobody can catch him on the field.
You guys go out to a pretty big lead and hold on. What does the win mean for you guys going forward?
It means everything. First game, we know what we got to build from, and luckily we got to build off a victory.
What are you looking forward to next week?
Big game, big win.
All right. I appreciate it, Deandre. We'll see you next week. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Everyone has a similar choice to make, to coast through life or do more. Take advantage of financial aid. Take a class for college credit or a degree. Take stock of your goals and work smart toward accomplishing them. And you can do so much more than coast through life. Gulf Coast Through Life at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College.
We saw highlights of Torrance Gibson playing tonight on the field. Let's learn a little bit more about the exciting quarterback from Florida.
Torrance Gibson, quarterback, Miami, Florida. I started playing football, I want to say 80 pounds. So I was like probably 6, maybe 5 years old. Keeps me going. That's all I know how to do. You know, if someone told me to do this or do that, I'm like, I can't do that. I got to play football. That's what I was born to do. I was born to play quarterback and just play the game of football. I watch a lot of college and NFL. You know, I take a little something from every quarterback I watch. You know, I can take this from Tom Brady, this from Cam Newton, this from Peyton Manning. I just take a little bit of each and just mix it in with my game and see what it comes out with. Yeah, he's 6'5", about, 255? Yeah, that's a different frame. I'm only 227, so, I mean, a lot of people compare my game to his, so I'm just honored when people say that and just appreciative and just go with it. A lot of people underestimate my throwing, you know, because they always see me running, but, you know, I like to throw it a lot, you know, so I think that's some of the advantages. Coach Phillips, we're working on a good game plan. You know, he gave me the run pass option, you know, so I can run it, I can hand it off, I can throw it, you know, or I can run it myself. So we have a great game plan, you know. He's just working around me, what I can do, what I don't like, what I do like, and, you know, he just coming up with a great game plan, and we're gonna see on Thursday what we can do with it. I think I needed a fresh start, you know, because, you know, everywhere I went, you know, didn't end up well, you know, so just needed a brand new start, you know, and the coaches here, you know, really brought me in, you know, they care about me, my family, you know, and me as a person, not a player, you know, that's why I just chose MGCC. Coach Huff, hey man, Coach Huff, he's a great guy, man, great coach, you know, a great father, you know, a great husband, you know, he's a great guy to be around, you know, he always says find a way, and that always stuck in my head, just find a way, and that's one message I'll keep forever, just find a way. But other than that, he's a great coach, man. He comes with a lot of energy, a lot of passion. He loves the game of football. You can tell how he comes out every day, excited, juiced up. You know, I love a coach like that can motivate his players like that. I love it. Because Phillips is just chill, you know, because he has to call the plays, so I think he's more relaxed. You know, he let Coach Huff and do all the hyping up and all the juiced up the players. But I think Coach Phillips is a cool guy to be around, man. He's funny. You know, he could throw a joke at you every once in a while to make you smile when you have a bad day. But, you know, Coach Phillips is a great guy, too. The campus is beautiful, man. You know, I think Mississippi Gulf Coast compete with a lot of D1 schools. You know, facility, you know, the teachers, the people here are really nice, man, and they treat you like family. They bring you in, you know, if you need help with anything, you know, you can go to a tutoring. Libraries is phenomenal, man. It's top notch. The library is up there. It's a lot of young guys, so, you know, I'm expecting them to just come out and play fast. You know, if they make a mistake, hey, we can live with it, but just, you know, play with a up-tempo, you know. We just want to execute every play. If you mess up, that's fine. We can correct it, you know. You just go out there and just have fun. That's the main thing why I try to preach to these guys. Just have fun, you know, don't overthink it. You know, let the game come to you, you know, and just go out there and just do what you love to do.
What if you could be part of one of the top engineering schools in the nation without ever leaving the coast? Well, now you can. Mississippi State's collaboration with Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College allows you to earn core credits while pursuing a 4-year degree in mechanical or electrical engineering, all in the same location. And with classes taught by MSU professors, the world-renowned education you couldn't find anywhere else is now in your own backyard. To learn more about this great opportunity, visit us online.
Gulf Coast women's soccer coach Jackie Rhodes' team made it to the state semifinals last year. She thinks she's got a more talented group around this year and is trying to mold them into a team that can reach the finals. Let's learn more about the Lady Bulldogs.
We've been preaching hard work. That's something that we're starting with. It's just we want to see them work hard. You know, you're not going to win games being lazy, and in this league you're going to win games by who's going to work the hardest. It's not always about who's going to be the overall best team. It's who is going to get to every ball and who's just going to work. I think we have a lot more freshmen than we had last year. This team, the makeup of this team is very different. They're motivated by different things from last year, so I'm having to learn all over again how to adjust to this new group. But overall, you know, it's a better soccer team, but it's a lot of different personalities we're trying to mesh together. We have a lot more talent this year, but with that comes, you know, a lot of kids that are used to playing soccer one way. So it's been a challenge for us to get the entire team on the same page with one goal on how we want to defend and how we want to attack. So it's a learning progress, and we're getting there. I genuinely think it's a wide open race this year. There's no clear winner. I think it's going to be game by game. Everybody's working hard. Every team in the division is getting better, north and south. So it'll be a fun year. We're 2-1. We went right off the bat and played Holmes, who we lost to last year in the semifinals, and they're a really good team, and we're going to have to learn how to play with them. We made some good steps this past weekend, got 2 road wins, saw a lot of good things offensively as well as defensively, so I think we're going to peak at the right time. Jess Shepard is, she's the heart of this team. Everything goes through her, offensively and defensively, and she plays a really big role, and she is a leader on this team, and without her we won't be as successful. Casey LaFontaine is our speedster up top. We run our offense through her. Without her, it doesn't mesh and click well, and she's battling some injuries early on like she did last year, but she'll come back and she'll be ready to play. Erin Longsding is our striker. She is our goal scorer. Her and Jess tied the most goals last year on the team, and she plays a huge role on getting the ball in the back of the net. You know, Casey feeds her those balls, and it's up to her to put them in the back of the net, so we're expecting that again this year. LT Massey is just, there's nobody like her. She works more than anybody on the field, both teams. You're not going to outplay her, and she's a workhorse. We expect a lot out of her. Ryan Brock holds down our defense. She's super fast, super smart, and she's got a lot of young players she has to work with on the back line, but you know, slowly but steady we're getting it better because of her, and without her the defense doesn't play well.
Thank you for joining us on Bulldog Blitz. We look forward to talking with you again next week when we'll be up at Scuba when the Bulldogs play East Mississippi. We'll see you next week.